Hello Star Wars action figure collectors, it's filmmaker Mike and welcome to part 2 of my review on the 501st AT-RT Class 1 Deluxe set with 2 figures and vehicle. So, here we go. So in the first part we looked at the 2 figures, I reviewed them, and so in this part I have the AT-RT, the 501st AT-RT, very nice looking, and of course only one of the legs is connected when you take it out of the package. So there's a simple instruction, all you have to do is just snap it in, snap the other leg, and it just goes just like that, and you just push it in and snap. And it also comes with the antenna, which you actually plug in the back here. You see that hole on top of the back part, you just plug that in and there you go. The antenna is set and the AT-RT is ready. So let me just pan down the camera just so it's easier. There we go. And so here's the AT-RT. You can stand it up, or at least try to stand it up. And it does have articulated feet, which is nice, so you can have them, you can pose it differently. You can have it walking up, and of course it does have the rotating blaster chin gun, and that's pretty much the moving parts. And of course the swivel legs, just like that. They kind of lock at certain positions, but it's not a ratcheting lock device, so you can barely hear it. So, but still pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to stand it up just like that. Okay. Well, let's try to stand it up properly. Make sure it's well balanced, because now it's like falling off. Okay. And it's going to fall. Okay, well it's balanced for now. So, which is very good. And here I have the ARF 501st ARF Trooper, so I'm gonna have him ride on the AT-RT, and there's no pegs on for the footrest, the foot pedals. So I'm just gonna have him hold on to the handlebars to pilot the AT-RT, and you just snap his hands on them, and the antenna just easily comes off because I'm actually hitting it with my finger. But again, it's nice that Hasbro included the older articulation, wrist articulation. The only thing is, his hands easily come off from this vehicle, from the handlebars. So you just have to be a little bit patient when you're trying to squeeze them in on the handlebars. Got one in, and now almost there with 2. There we go. So now they're in. And you just have to fix his hips a little bit. Alright, have him in a sitting position and plug in the antenna again, just like so. And there we go. There's the 501st ARF Trooper on top of the AT-RT. So very nice, and of course the color scheme, paint scheme looks great with the blue on the blue, and of course you've got there the number 501. So really nice and very cool. And while the AT-RT, I'm trying to stand it up, I can't really get to stand it up like and have both feet flat, exactly flat. They're kind of tilted. This right foot has to be kind of tilted at a certain, but then I'm trying to see how I can get them flat and standing. So I guess if I put them together, there we go. It should help. There we go. So there it is, the 501st AT-RT, and his feet are still not completely flat. They're kind of tilted. They're kind of leaning back. But then as long as it can stand, then that's a good thing. That's a good sign. So very, very cool. And of course I've got the TX-21 tactical droid right here. And you could easily be chasing him, or the TX-21 tactical droid could be telling him to surrender, or what, and then, you know, fire off or whatever. So very, very cool. And again, I definitely think this is worth it. Yes, again, repacks and repaints in this series of figures. But if you don't have the figures and they are decent figures, or at least very good figures with very nice paint apps, detail, and articulation, well, they're definitely worth the price. And if you don't seem to like the vehicle, well, trade it off or sell it off. If you get if you can get to keep exclusive figures or different repaints of figures, then why not? You're still getting a good deal, in my opinion. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this review on the 501st Legion ATRT. If you haven't seen part 1, please feel free to